let me ask you. I just want to ask. Maybe this is more of a question about the future. We'll end off with that. Where do you want to be with your music and maybe even just what you went to school for, using your degree or whatever down in Florida? Where do you want to be in like the next 2 or 3 years or whatever your goal is for yourself? Where do you hope to see yourself?
Man. I think the scariest question I've thought about recently is where do I see myself in any amount of years? Just because like it's so uncertain, and right now I'm at a really crossroads of like what I want to do with my life. Um, because I've had to do some really shitty jobs lately just to make ends meet. Um, and no, that does not mean sucking dick and in the corners of Florida, but they were pretty shitty. So let's just say 3 years, I'd like to have my EP released for sure, and it be in my mind as perfect as possible, and on my way to writing my next record. Um, I would also like to see myself working in a post house on film. I think that would be just phenomenal because it pays really well. It's really fun work. I get to help make movies. I think that's really cool. And if not that, I would like to be working in a studio, with musicians. And even kind of, I didn't go to school to be a producer, but I really feel like I have a lot of the producing skills that I see my friend have that he has from going to school for doing it. Like we have a lot of similar ideas, and so I didn't go to school for it, but I really feel like I could be a pretty good producer as well. Um, so yeah, hopefully I'm just in a situation where I am an up and comer in my career path, and I've accomplished a few things such as my EP and maybe other things, maybe working on other friends' records. Because I actually do play music with two other really good friends of mine, Doug and Rob, and we have a band that we regretfully named the Pre-Openers, to spite one of my friends that was saying, he's like, well, if I go on tour, I can't take you guys with. And we're like, why? He's like, because I'll probably be the opener. And I'm like, that's fine. We'll be the pre-openers. And so it's stuck. um, so, yeah, it was that's where I hope to see myself, and hopefully kind of working on also having maybe a family at that time. Not like a have a kid or two, but like, be in a relationship where I could see myself leading into that lifestyle. Um,
You get the dog, you get the
yeah,
girl.
for sure.
You know.
That'd be a nice step forward. It's just weird seeing so many people I know already in that area of life, and not saying that like I do think it's a little early at our age, but I also really want to be that one day. Like when I'm 27 or something, I'd love to have a kid myself. So like 5 years, but I'd also want to be established. I've also want to have um, a career that I know I've grown from, and I make money. Money would be nice to have for sure. I'd actually like to win the lottery in the next 3 years and do nothing with my life. That's my choice B. What about you though?
That sounds
That's
horrible.
actually an excellent question. I'm curious.
Oh, let's see here. Well, uh, I'd like to be making some sort of decent, comfortable money with some graphic design stuff. That would be really cool. Maybe be done with school, have a degree, and as like a plan B kind of thing. Um, Maybe have like a full length album out, like a whole concept album would be fucking cool to have released.
Mm.
Um, those are my demands. Nothing too complicated.